starts now.
Welcome into First Alert Weather Extra. Chief Meteorologist Wes Wyatt. Some beautiful weather out there. Finally, some dry, what we call continental air taking over tonight. And we finally say so long to the muggy weather. I can't say goodbye hot weather just yet. We'll probably see those temperatures make a rebound into next week, especially during the daytime hours. But first off, the fall fever, it's going to kick in overnight. We're talking about lows in the 50s. Let's get to our First Alert weather headlines. And here is what you can expect here as we go to our weather headlines for this evening. And again, dry air returning, lows in the 50s, no tropical systems as we look out in the Atlantic, and we'll certainly have more on that coming up. Winds out of the north direction. That north breeze has taken over, and that's going to add to the comfort levels. I actually just stepped out here on Red Mountain, and that breeze is making it feel very nice out there. Winds about 5 to 10 miles per hour. As we check out the setup across the region, this map, we looked at some of the forecast data last Monday right here on First Alert Weather Extra. Last week we were talking a lot about this dry air moving in, gave you that first alert, and look at this, right on track. You can see that dry air taking over and also settling in now south of I-20. It looks like areas to the south here. Typically, I know it's been past several weeks whenever we catch a little bit of a break in the mugginess, it's most noticeable to the north. I think area-wide we're going to get a nice little taste of some of that crisp fall-like air overnight tonight. Now the rain has moved on out. We had a couple lingering showers down across far southeast Alabama, but of course the next big thing, those cooler mornings, and tomorrow morning areas to the north, you're going to need to break out the sweater. It is going to be sweater weather in places like Coleman, Hamilton, Gadsden. Long sleeves, we're talking low 50s out there. Some chilly weather to start the day. You can see Columbiana there around 55 degrees. Plenty of sunshine as we check out those conditions there tomorrow. And with that sunny weather, the temperatures will rebound quickly. And again, I mentioned no tropical systems at the moment, although there is a disturbance that we're watching way out there in the Atlantic. But the way this hurricane season's been going, right now, just not looking like too impressed with what I'm seeing out there. I think at this point, we still have a ways to go. It's just now the peak of hurricane season, but at this point, I'm not too concerned about anything impacting if you have plans in the Gulf region for this weekend, but that's what we're looking at the moment. No named tropical systems. But as we as we enjoy some of this nice dry weather this week, it's going to be perfect weather for night sky watching. Meteorologist Lauren Linehan joining us right now. And Lauren, I have to mention Gary Ernest on the First Alert Weather app shared this lovely photo of that bright moon out there last night. The sky cleared out, and I think we're going to have a lot of great opportunities for fans of the night sky.
Oh yeah, and we always love those good quality photos if you can take them of the moon. We all know our iPhones don't take the best pictures, so if you got a telescope and a nice camera, hey, we love to pimp out those photos for you here on First Alert Weather Extra. And meteorologist Matt Daniel will actually show us some of those harvest moon photos from when we got some breaks in the clouds over the weekend. But how about that stargazing forecast for this week? Finally, we bring back that night sky forecast because we got clear skies this week. Clear skies across the board Monday through Friday, potentially even into the weekend. So we just had the harvest moon, the full moon over the weekend. We are now in the waning gibbous phase for the moon. But you step outside, still looks like the moon is full. But what planets could you see this week? Well, we've got 3 that have near perfect visibility: Mars, Jupiter, and Saturn. Now, it's not like they're all going to be lined up like train cars in a row, but you will be able to see them. Mars is going to be visible after midnight. Jupiter, you can actually view it all night long, and some of the best times to view Saturn going to be during the evening, but especially after sunset is when you can get some good views. And it really helps, of course, sometimes when you have a fuller moon, it's harder to see some of the planets, but I think the fact that we're not going to have any clouds around is certainly going to help us. So when we have, this is actually the waning gibbous moon. So the waning gibbous moon is when the moon is almost 90% illuminated. Now, each day this week, it's going to get a little bit less illuminated as it moves towards that third quarter phase, which is going to be on Saturday. So basically, we're going from the full moon now to the new moon in a couple of weeks. But like I said, it's still going to appear somewhat full. So we still want to see your somewhat harvest moon photos. If you got them, you can always submit them on the First Alert Weather app. And as far as once we get past looking at that beautiful moon, we do expect in the days ahead to still see not just the potential potential for the moon around, but we're also going to be keeping an eye on the space station. So probably been a minute since we've been able to see this really well. You're going to be able to see it several times this week, actually, in the evening. But I think the night when we're going to have the best views, each night we're going to have clear skies, but on Thursday night when it passes from 7:43 to 7:50, it's actually going to be pretty high in the sky. It's going to be about 70 degrees up, which almost, if you look directly overhead, that would be a 90-degree angle. So if you think bringing it down a little bit, going to be great views. And when it gets that high in the sky, it's going to be in the sky for a little bit longer because it's got to go from the horizon to the other side. So it'll start in the southwest and then eventually fade away to the northeast. So you've got about a 7-minute viewing window, and it will be after sunset as well. So it'll be a little bit easier to view. But of course, we'll be sending you updates out on the First Alert Weather app as always. And as we keep saying, if you have any cool celestial photos, make sure to send them in to us because I know, Wes, we love looking at those photos that we get from the First Alert Weather app.
Yeah, is that your protractor practice there?
Yeah, it is.
I know.
Yes.
I was like, wow.
Taking us back to geometry back in the day. 180, 90.
There you go. There you go. Great job. Great explanation. I know we'll be looking up there on Thursday, and I know a lot of folks say, well, you know, the space station flies over a lot of times, but what we look for is that right combination of the perfect flyover with the perfect weather, and we've got that for you coming up this week. There's plenty more coming up right here on First Alert Weather Extra. We've got, as Lauren noted, those harvest moon photos. We're talking about what's been happening in California with the wildfires. This dry weather, how long is it going to be with us? What a change. And this is a pattern change when you see a setup like this coming off of that muggy weather. And Mickey's got the out the door forecast for tomorrow. Stay with us. You're watching First Alert Weather Extra.
When 6 on Your Side investigates, the issues that directly impact you matter most to us.
That's why we're getting answers on rising prices and how you can save some money.
And being another set of eyes looking out for your kids and your family.
Getting to the bottom of health and billing issues that may be hidden in the fine print.
How events nationwide are affecting you here at home. WBRC Fox 6 is always here on your side, ready to help. This is why 6 on Your Side investigates.
These are your mornings, and Good Day Alabama is built to start them right. The only station staying local on all platforms all morning long. In your community, giving you a deeper perspective with the largest team dedicated to you. Showing new stories from overnight, helping you get through your day. With First Alert Weather and traffic, getting to the point, not wasting your time. These are your mornings. Prepare for a good day. Prepare with Good Day Alabama.
When moments turn severe, how do you find clarity?
This is your first alert from the WBRC Fox 6 weather team. We're with you as we prepare for this threat.
In a season of constant change, when you need to know first, when you need to prepare, only one team gives you the first alert wherever you are. A trusted team staying ahead of what's next in your neighborhood. Stay alert. Stay with the First Alert Weather Team. Live, new, and on your side, beginning at 9 p.m. In a day filled with clutter and noise, WBRC Fox 6 News breaks down what you need to know before anyone else. With new updates, live and on the scene, answers for your money and your livelihood with 6 on Your Side investigates. And your first alert for the hours and days ahead with the WBRC First Alert Weather Team. On your favorite platforms every night. WBRC Fox 6 News at 9 and 10. On your side.
Welcome back to First Alert Weather Extra. I'm First Alert meteorologist Jill Gilardi. Well, this weekend we had pretty decent conditions for viewing the harvest moon. And if you didn't get a chance to see it, well, meteorologist Matt Daniel has some viewer photos to share with you and some additional information.
All right, hope everyone had a wonderful weekend. Of course, love to go in and check to see the photos that you submit through the WBRC First Alert Weather app. And this one definitely saw this. I wanted to share it with you. This is from Gary Ernest showing us that September harvest moon. A beautiful zoomed in view from there. Definitely not from a phone, I would assume, just because of the higher resolution, but that is a great picture right there. And here's another view of that harvest moon. And there it is. And if you see that dot right there, that's actually the planet Jupiter that you were able to see over the weekend. So if you were able to capture that or see something like that over the weekend, that's what you were seeing, was the planet Jupiter. I have another photo as well. We had a few showers yesterday that moved on through parts of west central Alabama, and this is showing a little bit of a rainbow in Hayden. This is from Bethany Tucker, showing that beautiful view from there. And of course, we've had a lot of clouds and rain, it seems like, over the past several weeks. And of course, we've been telling you for this week, it's going to be the polar opposite. We're looking at some dry conditions. So now you can just view some sunrises, some beautiful sunsets. And of course, we'd love to see those photos. You can just download the WBRC First Alert Weather app and submit it through here. And of course, we'd love to share that here on Weather Extra. Of course, now that we got some dry air moving in and fall is right around the corner, got to do that countdown to fall. 9 days away for fall. And of course, Halloween 47 days, and Thanksgiving just 71 days away. So I know a lot of you probably already have the pumpkin spice lattes and all that. I know, Jill and Lauren, I've seen y'all with those, so I can't blame you. You definitely want that going into tomorrow. Let's talk about those sunrise times. Of course, as we're getting closer to fall, that means our amount of daylight per day starting to shrink as we get closer to those winter months. So tomorrow's sunrise at 6:28. October 1st, it's going to be 6:41. November 1st, it's going to be at 7:06. So it gets a little later and later. And those sunset times, unfortunately, also coming earlier and earlier. This weekend, Saturday, was our last 7 p.m. sunset. Now it's going to be at 6:57 today. October 1st, it's going to be at 6:31, and then 5:55 on November 1st. So right now we're looking at those rain totals for Birmingham, Tuscaloosa, and Anniston. A lot of spots have recorded almost 2 inches of rain. The winner is Tuscaloosa, over 2.5 inches of rain. Still about an inch or two shy of getting that average rainfall for the month of September. And we're not going to add on to those totals at all for this week's looking very dry. And it's not atypical to see a dry weather pattern, because September and October traditionally our driest months of the year. But we'll be watching the long range models. And of course, we'll let you know if there's any rain in the distant future.
Well, what area needs rain? Certainly as you go back towards California, all the way up through the coast, and then inland somewhat as you get into Idaho and Montana. We're talking about really dense smoke in some of these areas, and many of this area is included in an air quality alert, so very poor breathing conditions. So they need some relief there, and maybe they've seen a little bit at times, but for more on the California wildfires, we send it over to this.
Crews with the U.S. Forest Service battling wildfires in Northern California made some progress over the weekend under improving weather conditions. They're working around the clock alongside firefighters as the mosquito fire continues to grow. Officials say the fire has burned through more than 46,000 acres.
Not one home was damaged or caught fire while they were doing the structure protection. They've been fighting a lot of different fires all night, and they're working 24-hour shifts.
More than 11,000 residents have been forced to leave their homes, and the flames still threaten close to 6,000 structures, critical infrastructure, and wildlife.
14 years, I never seen anything like this.
Nearby residents like Donald Garner are now spending their nights sleeping at an American Red Cross evacuation center.
I'm hating her. My wife, I'm hating her.
Another man forced to flee the fire returned home only to find an opportunist had robbed him.
As I walked in, looked down the hallway, closet was opened, walked into the bedroom. My wife has a very large standing about 4 or 5 foot tall jewelry box. It was wide open.
In the southern part of the state, cooler temperatures and rain brought relief to firefighters working to extinguish the massive Fairview fire. Flames have scorched 28,000 acres, but firefighters expect to have this one fully contained today. Astrid Martinez, CBS News.
And our weather pattern, well, it's switched from a wetter one now onto a drier one. So we're going to be talking much more about that after this break, and also beyond the 7-day. Stay with us.
Remodeling a shower or bath can be tricky with gas prices up and tight monthly budgets. Cost is a real concern. But West Shore Home is helping homeowners get the shower bath they need right now. I'm joined by Kirsten from West Shore Home. And Kirsten, tell us, how is West Shore making bath remodeling affordable?
So Joe, for folks who want to get their bath or shower project done right now, we have a very special offer. We know that monthly budgets are a little bit tight right now, which is why we wanted to make this offer available to everyone. If they give us a call, we have 18 months of no payments and no interest financing. That means they can get their shower or bath done now and not have to make a payment for 18 full months.
So you're saying people can get their new shower or bath installed right now and not have to worry about making any payments or paying any interest until 2024. That's really helpful.
Definitely. People love this plan because it allows them to be flexible with their finances.
Can we see some projects you've done recently?
Absolutely. So here's one where the homeowner wanted to replace their old fiberglass shower with something more new and modern. So we replaced it with a beautiful marble style shower with an easy low step entry and a beautiful shower door.
That is amazing. Perfect combination of safety and beauty.
It definitely is. So let's take a look at another one. These homeowners were struggling with mold and mildew from their old tile. They were tired of scrubbing. We were able to give them this beautiful new shower that is so much easier to clean. You can get a new shower or bath just like this when you call right now, and you won't have any interest or payments until 2024.
Kirsten, thanks so much. Folks, do not put off that shower or bath project any longer. West Shore Home is making it affordable to take care of that bath project right now. West Shore Home is extending this offer for 1 week only. Free installation on all shower and bath projects. And for a limited time, they're doing 18 months of flexible financing. That's no payments and no interest until early 2024. This is an offer you don't want to miss. Call the shower and bath experts at West Shore Home now.
Welcome back into First Alert Weather Extra. Chief Meteorologist Wes Wyatt, a live look from Talladega County there at Oak Grove. And you can see right now as that sky sets, it just looks like fall out there, right? It's that time of the year. We're going to have temperatures out there tonight taking the big tumble down into the 50s across the area. Let's take you over to our radar and satellite across the region. And currently, sky clearing out in those areas to the south. Oak Grove there. That's in southern Talladega County, right there near Sylacauga. And you can see those clouds also thinning out. So across the entire area, that dry air certainly taking over across a good portion of the state here. Our First Alert 7-day forecast. Tomorrow, I'm thinking that later in the day, I'll step aside here. You can see that hourly forecast. We're going to start off again around 56, but you can notice there around 12 o'clock, the temperature is going to jump close to, let's go back to the 7-day forecast. We're going to go back to the forecast here. We'll bring that back up. All right, so you can see there temperatures in the 70s there around lunchtime. And as we move ahead into our Wednesday, we're going to cool off down to around 59 degrees once again. Temperature back up to 87 there by Wednesday afternoon. Plenty of sunshine throughout the week. The one change as we get towards the end of the week, it is going to start to feel a little bit more humid there, especially by Friday and also into Saturday. It's going to start to feel a bit more muggy there later on in the week. I wanted to bring in that forecast. If you have plans to go down to the Oak Mountain Amphitheater there Friday for the concert, it looks like this weekend also some nice weather Friday night for high school football. We have the Alabama State Fair. We're looking at some decent weather conditions there for Friday. And the mugginess, that's the one thing that could change, may start to pick up here later on this week. You can see by Friday into Saturday, but overall temperatures during the day just a little bit hotter, but you can see that's close to where we should be for this time of the year. The average high is around 87, and into the start of next week, that dry weather hangs on. The temperature there close to 90 degrees, but looking way on out there at this point, at least in this forecast, that dry weather is going to hang on. But now we'll head over to meteorologist Jill Gilardi as we go beyond the 7-day forecast.
Yeah, Wes, we are going to be talking about that below average chance for that rainfall. So potentially that drier pattern that we're kind of seeing right now unfolding, that could perhaps persist beyond the 7 days. So we'll be watching for that. I mean, not a high chance right now, but still a chance nonetheless. So that is a part of the mix. As we take a look at, what we could be seeing in terms of temperatures, well, they look like they could be pretty hot. So in terms of above average, that's across the Northeast, the greatest chance for that happening. But certainly The color across the southeast, well, that's in that, almost a 50% range. So we'll be watching to see if we do happen to see those above average temperatures. And for this time of year, lows are in the mid 60s and highs are in the upper 80s. So we'll see if we will go above that. Now, looking long term, and especially this time of year, I like to see if we have any muggy air coming our way or even drier air. So what it's indicating as we go beyond the 7-day, the dew points may climb a little bit into the low 60s, but let's go all the way to this time frame, 9/26. And if we get down to the low 40s for dew points, we're going to have some cool temperatures, that's for sure. So we'll have to wait and see if that trend continues beyond the 7 days. So monitoring for that drier air that makes it feel cooler and more comfortable outside. So we'll keep you posted on that. We're going to be going to Mickey after this break and, of course, kind of close things up for you. So stay with us.
When 6 on Your Side investigates, the issues that directly impact you matter most to us. This is why 6 on Your Side investigates.
These are your mornings, and Good Day Alabama is built to start them right. The only station staying local on all platforms all morning long. Prepare for a good day. Prepare with Good Day Alabama.
When 6 on Your Side investigates, the issues that directly impact you matter most to us.
That's why we're getting answers on rising prices and how you can save some money.
How events nationwide are affecting you here at home. WBRC Fox 6 is always here on your side, ready to help. This is why 6 on Your Side investigates.
In a season of constant change, when you need to know first, when you need to prepare, only one team gives you the first alert. A trusted team staying ahead of what's next in your neighborhood. Stay alert. Stay with the First Alert Weather Team.
When 6 on Your Side investigates, the issues that directly impact you matter most to us.
Being another set of eyes looking out for your kids and your family.
This is why 6 on Your Side investigates.
Live, new, and on your side, beginning at 9 p.m., WBRC Fox 6 News breaks down what you need to know before anyone else on your favorite platforms every night. WBRC Fox 6 News at 9 and 10, on your side.
When 6 on Your Side investigates, the issues that directly impact you matter most to us.
That's why we're getting answers on rising prices and how you can save some money.
This is why 6 on Your Side investigates.
How will the weather impact your roads? The First Alert Weather app has live traffic updates and road conditions for a safer commute. This is why we First Alert.
WBRC Fox 6 News, on your side.
Welcome back to First Alert Weather Extra. I'm meteorologist Lauren Linehan. Before we wrap up this evening, you may be wondering, all right, with all these changes in the forecast, what do I need to wear when I walk out the door in the morning? Do I need to get real extra, weather extra, and wear a scarf? Or maybe it's feeling so good, I want to take a little weekend trip to the beach or the mountains. We check in with Mickey Ferguson to let us know.
All right, let's take a look at what we should wear tomorrow. You know what? We're getting temperatures down into the 50s tomorrow morning. That's one of our coolest mornings that we've had in a while. So you might even consider a hat or a hoodie or something like that if you're, a little bit prone to the cold temperatures bothering you. Long pants, you probably get away with the short sleeve shirt because tomorrow afternoon's looking pretty nice. We have temperatures just at lunchtime into the upper 70s and highs tomorrow with mostly sunny skies at 84 degrees. Tomorrow morning is really going to feel like fall. Check out this picture. This was sent in through our First Alert Weather app. Melissa Tomlin sent this in. Sunset in Panama City yesterday. Man, that is really something about those beach sunsets and sunrises is just awesome. Your rip current forecast. We're in the moderate range down in the Gulf Coast. So, always pay attention to the flags down there and be safe in the water. We have your Gulf Coast beach forecast, and it's showing temperature readings into the mid-80s going into the day tomorrow. Beyond that, you can still see relatively dry conditions, overnight lows in the 60s, and then warming back up into the mid-80s by Wednesday. So your Gulf Coast forecast looks pretty good this week. We get closer into the weekend, and we have a few scattered showers down there, but just at 30%, that's not too bad. I certainly wouldn't cancel a beach
trip based on that forecast. Smoky Mountains looking pretty good. We have mostly sunny skies, highs in the 80s, overnight lows in the 50s to low 60s. So wherever you're going, if you're taking a trip, take us with you. Your First Alert weather app will let you know what the weather is going to be like, and send us a picture just like that picture we got from Panama City, and we can feature it right here on Weather Extra.
Thanks for that, Mickey. So if you're going to be staying here in central Alabama over the next week or so, honestly, the weather's not going to be that bad here at home either, especially tomorrow morning. That's when we have a first alert. We're feeling real good. That lower humidity is going to help temperatures drop into the 50s for a lot of us. And I think Wednesday morning, we should be able to hold on to the 50s as well. I know I keep saying this, sound like a broken record, but I don't care. Have that hot coffee on your porch in the morning, and iced coffee if that's more your thing this time of the year. We're still going to see temperatures getting back into the mid-upper 80s later this week. A ridge of high pressure is going to build in. And when that happens, a lot of times this time of the year, you can still have that dry air in place. It can be okay in the morning, cool with temperatures in the 60s, but really seeing those temperatures skyrocket in the afternoons and a few more clouds around, but still no chance of rain over the next week. But Wes will have an update on your forecast tonight on First at 9. Join us back here on Weather Extra tomorrow at 6:30 on your favorite streaming platform. I'm First Alert meteorologist Lauren Linehan. Have a safe and happy Monday evening.